And welcome back to F65 Unlimited. I'm your host, Brian Brooks, here with Nick Moore. We are here to celebrate all things American football. I've got my old Buffalo Bills jersey on. Nick, I see you've got a Washington Huskies shirt on. Must be a big UW guy. Wait, what's that? Hang on, hold on. I'm getting a call. This is not an NFL pod, Nick. What are we doing here?
I'm a big Trent McDuffie guy, apparently. I've been told he's still playing in the NFL, and got to rep my dogs. Where my dogs at?
Hold on with us, folks. I think we need to do a quick wardrobe change. So stay
Wait,
tuned.
hold on. I think we should intro this. I've been sitting on this for way too long. We've teased it in the past. You know what time it is. Why am I wearing this? Why is Brooks wearing an NFL jersey? It's because it's mystery kit time. So stop right there. Put in the comments what you think. I'm going to go with what league you think this is from. I have no idea. Brooks has no idea. The last kit was from the EPL. So I'm going to say the Bundesliga.
Okay. I'm going to go the Eredivisie, Netherlands.
All right. Well, like we said, comment below what league you think this is coming from, and we'll be back to reveal it here in just a minute.
After a word from our sponsors. And we're back. Thanks to Geico for that wonderful message. Nick, I can't help. You've changed.
Yeah, I have. And if you commented Turkey, you've won yourself a nice pat on the back. I'm currently repping. Let's see, nice little. There's like an eagle on it. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's coming through.
That's kind of cool. But this is Artvin Hapaspor, is a Turkish third-tier club that's based in the eastern Turkish city of Hopa, near the border with Georgia. Let's see. Hopa is a city in the Artvin province, hence Artvin Hapaspor. The team play at Hapa Ilse Stadium, which holds 3,000 fans. And they finished 5th out of 18 teams in 2022 in the 3rd division. So Artvin Hapaspor, your newest fan, is in Wisconsin.
Very nice. Bieber, because I know you're listening, comment below your favorite player to have ever played for Artvin Hapaspor, because you're our correspondent for all things in the Turkish league.
Yeah, I'm assuming that you've had lunch with him or something in your travels abroad over there. So, well, and with that segment over, there is one mystery kit left, which will go on just probably after the F65 tournament and just before the FPL Cup for F65. So, one more exciting mystery kit to be revealed.
One more, but the season of giving might be over for us Americans, and with the Christmas season well past us, but not on the F65 Unlimited Challenge, Nick, because we have a giveaway to announce. Currently, we are sitting at 7 subscribers on the YouTube channel. There are 12 league members, including us, and I don't even know if we're subscribed.
I am subscribed, Brooks. The commissioner has to lead by example, if nothing else.
That's well said. But this will be our 8th video. We're gonna get one more. For every video we've put out, we've gained a subscriber. Our view count is through the roof, so we're doing well. But once we hit that double-digit mark, there's gonna be a chance for a lucky winner to win a scarf. They must be subscribed to the channel. So obviously. So please subscribe, comment your favorite club that you support on the video, and you must be in the F65 Premier League. So if you are not in the league, you come across this, you're like, wow, I want a scarf, drop a message. We'll get you in.
Yeah. Subscribe to the channel. Tell us who you support and reach out, and we will get you in the league for the next year. So it's just that easy to win a potential scarf.
And so again, join the league, or if you're already in the league, drop that subscribe, hit the like, watch the video, comment your favorite club. We've said it like 4 times. You get the message.
If
But
you don't know what's happening, just rewind about 45 seconds and you can check that over.
but the good times are no longer here. We have a in memoriam segment where the group stage is over.
That
Um,
is correct.
and so I am going to bring up the standings here. As you can see on your screen, we've got Group A. Um, Adam Zingsheim won Group A. He went 8-2. Newland finishing in second. Jimmy with a almost perfect equilibrium: 5 wins, 0 draws, 5 losses, 1 point diff, almost in perfect equilibrium. I edged out Jamie um, for that final spot, so Jamie and Ross are eliminated from Group A. And I'd just like to say a few words about our two fallen comrades. Jamie, you gave us the first draw in the league. It was against me. And then Nick, of course, had to be a copycat and get his own. But I did not expect to see a draw. I was very pleased. The only thing you could have done better was maybe have a negative 69 point diff, and that would have just been nice. So Jamie, thank you. Ross, 2 wins, 8 losses. Um, I don't have a ton of memorable things to say for you. I'm sorry. I know this is in memoriam, but looking not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but you ended up with a better point diff than the bottom person in Group B. So you might be last in the league, but you're not last in the challenge, and I think that's something to be celebrated.
And I would like to point out that Ross at one point was um, he was winless. Here he was what, 7 losses, no wins, no draws, 7 losses. The last 3 weeks, he really put it together, going 2 wins, 1 loss, including a win over league leader Sean Newland. So, Ross, I know you had a 1 week handicap in the league this year. We appreciate you joining to get us into even numbers. And hopefully, you've mentally filed away whatever you did these last 3 weeks of the challenge so that you can come back next year ready to advance out of the group stage.
But now we're gonna move down to Group B here. Nick, what do you have to say about Group B?
Um, I don't think there's any superlatives left to say about Mr. Aiden Boyle. He ran away with the group, 154-point diff. Only 2 points clear of me, but it wasn't really close. I'm pretty sure he beat me both times. We played each other head to head. So really got to shout out Aiden. Hopefully he can take that momentum into the next round. There you go. I'm in second. And then we've got Waltz and Bogart in rounding out our group of advancers. And unlike Group A, it was pretty clear cut. There was no ties, not really anybody even that close to each other points wise or, to advancement, right? So Adam Carlson, the 2022 F65 league runner up, and he also finished second in the cup that year. So he's been around for a while, even though he was in Turkey. um, better luck next year, my man. We also have the FPL Cup at the end of the season. And then my cousin, Tyler, who currently, just this week, is going to be passing Adam Carlson in the league standings, taking that 10th spot away from him. It looks like he made a couple of big moves here this week and is in good position to net himself $4 for the hot round of the week. But too little, too late. And unfortunately for him, it's not an F65 week. So these points don't matter in this competition. So
All right, that puts a wrap on the group stage. Moving over now to the bracket, we've got a quarterfinal. A, we've got a quarterfinal matchup here of Adam versus Bogart, Nick versus Jimmy, Newland versus Jacob, and Aiden versus myself. Um, I we're in the knockout, and it's anyone's game, right? So what matchup intrigues you the most looking at this bracket?
I gotta tell you, I think for me, the biggest thing, we've mentioned it, right, is Aiden absolutely bullied everybody in Group B. He's not playing somebody from Group B this week, or whatever. I think it's Group Game Week 25. He's going up against a Group A member, yourself, Brooks. So I've actually got that quarterfinal matchup circled because Aiden is going to look across the line and not see a familiar foe that he's already bossed. He's going to have an unfamiliar foe that he's maybe unsure about. And so it'll be interesting to see if he can keep up that momentum because, Brooks, you are, while you did finish fourth in Group B, you're an experienced FPL member. I think one of the original that's been around since the F65 league has begun. So maybe a little bit of extra knowledge. Maybe you didn't strain yourself. You did just enough to get through. So maybe there's a lot of gas left in the tank. So that's what I've got circled for my game of the quarters, or matchup, if you will.
I think just to give you some insight into how Team Brooks here operates, we're all vibes. We're very low on tactics here over on the east side of Madison. But we're going to be channeling the David Moyes experience where he just took down Everton. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, hamstring injury. Wow, didn't see that coming. But in die, and I will always love you. The 1-0 winner over the Seagulls. We're channeling the vibes. He's going to look across that line. He's going to see a bunch of dead seagulls, and he's not going to know it hit him. So, Aiden, you've been put on watch.
How about you, Brooks? What quarterfinal matchup do you have circled?
Yeah. So it's easy pickings here, but Nick, I gotta give the matchup between yourself and Jimmy here. I know both of you quite well. Um, some would say that Nick is a master of fantasy sports. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying other people have said that. So, and the number of leagues we've done with Jimmy, he's kind of that happy-go-lucky, plucky guy. Doesn't maybe put a ton of uh, initial research in, but he's quick to catch on, and he's made the knockout stage. So, he might feel like he's playing with house money here. I know that you're going to have your spreadsheets and you're going to have your arrows going up and down, and we're tracking things. And Jimmy's just going to be like, "Yeah, that matchup sounds good," and that just might be enough to it's a two-legged round, right? It's not a league. It's what are you going to do over this matchup, and that just might play into Jimmy's favor.
Yeah, well, and not to leave everybody else out in the cold here, since we've obviously talked about the two co-hosts' teams. So I'm going to go ahead and pick on Newland and Jacob Waltz. Right, so Newland, another OG F65 member. I think just looking back at things as a neutral party, he's got to have the leg up in terms of experience. So I would say he's probably the favorite. But Jacob did pretty good in the group stage. He put up over 600 points. So he is no slouch. And as you mentioned, Brooks, over a two-legged tie, one big explosion might be all it needs.
It might be. Newland does feel like the favorite there, but I feel like we've been gassing up Waltz more often than not over the season. So, that's also a person that, I don't think either of them can be happy that they got each other in the draw.
I think you're right. It definitely has the vibes of the Man City PSG matchup here from a couple days ago.
Yep.
Neither of them happy, but they both want it. So,
and then that leaves us to our final matchup here. We've got Adam versus Bogert. We've now gotten to know Adam a bit more thanks to his last appearance on the pod. Bogart's still a bit of a mystery to me. It's kind of like when you reach that round and it's like you got the draws, maybe you're a Premier League team and you got a team from Romania in the draw, or you're getting I don't know, Villarreal, who has a once storied history but is maybe on Bogart's an unknown to me. So I have to give the edge to Adam there. He seems to be pretty knowledgeable in terms of what he's doing. I mean, the league standings sure reflect that, right?
Yeah, well, and I got to tell you, it was great getting to know Zing a little bit here on the last episode. Fellow Tottenham at heart, and obviously he and I are commiserating in our misery. as Ainge dropped another one to Leicester here today. Oof, that hurts. But I got to tell you, Bogart, he started the season out strong and it felt like he kind of coasted. But I got to tell you, I think he's been watching these videos because in the last 3 or 4 weeks or so, he's really turned it around, started putting up a lot more points again. He's climbing the league ladder. And it might be one of those situations of he's already had his wake up call and he's going to be locked in. So, Zing, if you're listening, be alert because Bogart's game.
All right, and just to take us out of here, as you said, um, Bogart is maybe climbing. We have not had a lot of movement in the overall league. Just the one green arrow and the one red arrow down in 10th and 11th spot. So everyone has been treading water here, except for the bottom of the table. Nick, that's all I got. Anything you want to shout out?
Well, I want to leave us with one last thing, Brooks. I want to hear your prediction for the finals matchup. After breaking down these quarterfinal matchups, I don't want to talk about each individual one, but I want to know who do you think is going to be playing in the finals? I'll give you mine. I'm going to go with a little bit of a Liverpool bromance. I'm going Bogart all the way in the finals against his good buddy Newland.
Mm, mm. So
So that's my matchup for you.
so my head says Newland versus the Zinger, as you coined so elegantly. But in my heart, I'm gonna back myself to make the final. I'm gonna crush Aiden, and whether it's Newland or Waltz, Liverpool or Chelsea, the Pirates of the F65 league, we're gonna go on our swashbuckling run here and make the final. And who are we gonna see? We're gonna see Jimmy Wiesbrock himself. We're gonna have the Cinderella story that nobody asked for. Nobody wants to see it, but that's what we're getting. So that's my official pick.
All right, you heard it here first, folks. I mean, we've asked you to comment on this video so many times. If you're still watching, why don't you shout out your finals prediction, and we'll circle back here after the quarterfinals, or maybe we'll do a quick check in after the first round if there's some close matchups. Do a nice quick in and out, get an update. Hopefully, we can push that double-digit subscriber list up. So, like and subscribe. And until next time, when the F65 Pirate returns, I've been your commish, Nick.
And I'm Brooks. We'll catch you next week or whenever.